this is a stream, and eventually it will be a VOD on YouTube. But I figure since Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is coming out in approximately 3 months, or at least supposedly it's coming out in approximately 3 months, I'm going to play a bunch of Vampire the Masquerade games. As many as I own. We're starting with Redemption. This is the Age of Redemption mod. I have it on normal mode with... The only thing I took off was enemy respawns and being addicted to Kindred Vitae, because that just sounds annoying.
My name is Christophe Rumble. I am a man of God and a soldier in heaven's cause.
Christophe, en garde! Behind me!
Mother Mary.
Nay, my lord. Sister Aneska.
Where am I?
In Prague, at the convent of the Knights of the Red Cross. Now hush. Thou hast suffered a grievous wound and must rest.
I must return to my...
My lord, peace, I beg thee. Thy brave captain left a letter before thy sword brethren continued on their crusade.
I thank thee for this news, my lady, and for thy care. Surely thou hast drawn me back from the jaws of death itself.
'Twas the Lord that saw fit to spare thy life. We humble sisters simply attended thee.
Oh, Sister Ineska is too modest. She ministered to thy shattered body day and night, long after all others had given up hope. She did indeed restore thy life. I am Archbishop Giza. Thou hast done great service for Christendom, young sir. Tonight I shall make prayers of thanksgiving that thou live, and may send more sinners to hell.
I offer thee all my gratitude for thy service. I am in thy debt.
The rosy life in thy cheek is payment enough.
Spooky. Look at all that 2001 ass graphics. See, look at that. One thing I like about this mod is that it zoomed the camera out significantly, so you can actually like see shit that's going on. Ooh. There we go. They're dead. I did it.
Christoph, thy wound.
Nay, 'tis nothing. A scratch.
But a flesh wound. Yeah, unfortunately you are going to see those Christoph stats in the corner.
The mighty walls of Prague once held all demons at bay, but the Schlachter have overtaken a silver mine to the east. With a haven so close to the city, they boldly walk the streets by night to kill, and worse than kill. Many have been dragged alive from their homes for some unspeakable purpose.
I will never let them take thee.
Oh, sir.
Tomorrow I shall venture into the silver.
Tomorrow I shall venture into the silver mine and flush the vermin from their holes.
Thou must not. Thy wound is too great.
Nay, I am resolved. They will pay in blood for the fright they have given thee.
Oh, sir, Should they harm thee, my heart...
Come away, Ineska. Thou hast wasted enough of good Sir Christoph's time with thy idle chatter. Christoph, the Lord smiles upon thy wrath. I shall pray for thy victory.
I shall not fail.
And here we are. Is there anything in here? No. One thing I do greatly love about this game is that it is entirely voice acted. Like even the Sir Cuthbert's letter,
My good kinsman Christoph,
entirely voice acted.
thy bravery carried the day in the Battle of the Moravian Hills. Thy sword brethren crushed the pagan barbarians and now chase their scattered hordes into eastern Hungary. Once the last of the heathens are routed, our garrison shall return to Prague, and thou mayst rejoin our ranks. Until then, the tender ministrations of the Holy Sisters shall revive thee, if it be God's will that thou outlive thy wound. Thy fellow sword brethren pray for thy swift recovery, for they cannot allow thee to ripe and rot in decadent luxury whilst they sacrifice themselves. Perhaps thou canst make thy sword arm useful to good Archbishop Giza until such time as we return to collect thee. May the tidings of the Lord be upon thee, Sir Cuthbert.
Translation: all of the people in your sword brethren army, whatever, are jealous that you get to be tended to by nuns. One thing I learned is that if you go and talk to Ineska over
Oh,
here,
sir, I pray for thy safety on so perilous a journey.
you get a health regen buff that'll last you until basically until Christoph sleeps, which is at the end of the
The
mission.
cheerful daylight world belies the horrors that prowl by
Even
night.
in vanilla.
How can the good people of Prague go about their business with
As far
such
as I know.
evil abroad in the land?
Look at this. And if you go in here, you can actually talk to
God
Giza.
save and
Get a little
protect thee,
cutscene.
his soldier, his wrath, and vengeance.
And it gives you a silver ring. Which gives you appearance. I don't know what appearance does. Just because it's been a while, but yeah. Pick up some of these free health things. Okay. Armor's armor, we like it. We get little
Hail and well
cutscenes.
met, Crusader.
You will see
Hail
stuff
and
like
well
this
met to thee,
on the side
Knights of St. John.
because it does pull
Tis
back
good
the
to hear the
camera.
voice of a fellow Frenchman. We Knights of St. John are far from home, and I would we were back in France.
Say not so. We should gladly go to the ends of the earth in service to our Lord. Good day to thee.
Good day to thee. Can't talk to you. No, don't need to go there yet. Let's go to the armory. Luckily, I do know my way around. Oh, you get a free health potion here as well. Talk to this guy.
Hail, good Sir Knight, and welcome. They do say you seek to cleanse the minds of evil. Oh, these demons have brought great suffering to the good people of Prague. Our craftsmen have no silver for their wares, and many proud families now beg for their bread. Please, accept all that my humble inn can provide, and the blessings of the Lord be upon your quest.
Humble Inn. Free health potion. We love it. So that's where I came from. That's the exit over there. So we want to go this way. Yeah, that'll take us to the armory here.
Ah, a smithy. Now I may replace my war-weary armor.
Yeah. Except I'm probably only going to buy, like...
Hail, good Sir Blacksmith. I am Kristoff of the Sword Brethren, and I seek to replace armor lost in battle.
Ho there, young crusader. I be Jiri Borajov, and the very boards of me humble shop are honored to be trodden by a sword brethren. And who will ye be slaying in your new armor?
I seek the demons of the silver.
I seek to slay the demons in the silver mines to the east.
You look a bit sickly, Sir Kristoff. If ye do seek to spill the blood of the fiends in the mine, ye'll be needing special protection.
The protection of the Lord suffices. I need no more than that.
Ha! Tell that to your armor and sword. Nay, 'tis gypsy charms I be speaking of.
Where shall I find such Romani charms?
Where shall I find such gypsy charms?
Do not condone the use of
You
that
must
word.
promise me that the gypsy will come
I
to
sure
no
as hell
harm
won't
by
be
my
using it.
telling.
I promise.
Go ye to the Golden Lane, where you'll find an herbal shop run by the old gypsy woman Unorna. There ye shall find something to aid ye surely. God be with ye, young one.
Alrighty. So what I do want is padded clothing. I'm gonna sell the rags. I already have a broadsword. Yeah. I have enough for a broadsword. I'll take a skull cap and a buckler.
Good day
Get
to ye.
myself out. Oh, the skull cap looks pretty dumb. Okay. So that is everything we need from the smithy. We'll go to the flower shop, I think it said. Yeah, luckily I know my way around Prague.
The shop of a gypsy witch.
Yeah, not every
Dare
cutscene
I
is gonna
enter
be
such a
perfect.
place?
Hello, young one. What is it you desire?
I desire only to bring the Lord's justice to the evil that has
Which I love.
befallen this city. I would know of the devils that rule the night in Prague.
They are vampires. The undead. The blood drinkers. The fiends to hide their miserable carcasses away in mines and crypts under the earth. For the very rays of the sun to scald the flesh from their bones. 'Tis quite a sight, and a stench, the like of which you'll ne'er forget.
Then perhaps I shall show them the glory of the breaking dawn before dealing them their final mercy.
Weapons cannot kill the fiends, lest their heads be cleft from their undying bodies. You will need more than a buckler of faith to aid you.
Yeah. The thing that I want in here is actually the crow, because it actually gives you plus 30 fire protection and plus 30 perception, which are going to help amazingly against fire things and other stuff when I am kindred. I don't know what any of that does. A lot of this is true faith, which you don't actually get access to at all naturally as Kristoff. I do want to take at least 1 or 2 disease elixirs, though, because the rats will disease you.
Go with God, young one. And be sure to be within the warmth of a hearth when the sun falls. For the foes you have seen are but a small part of the wickedness that walks the streets of Prague by night.
I shall
said
send
the
all
thing.
such wickedness
Bye
back
night
to
thing.
hell.
Which I'm regretting buying the skull cap now, because I forgot that the familiars go on your head. But you get a little bird pal. It's great. I'll go back. I'm not going to make my money back by selling the skull cap to the blacksmith, but I might as well go sell it to him. Hey, buddy.
Good day to ye, young sir.
Take that.
Ye have my hand on it. Tis a deal.
And honestly, I really shouldn't have bought the buckler either, because there's a shield you can pick up in the dungeon that we're about to go to. Pretty early on, but it'll be something that I can hand to one of my party members later. So.
Where the mines, Crusader? If mere men could kill the Hellspawn, we Knights of St. John would have slain them long ago.
We lock these gates as the last rays of the sun die in the mountains.
Have you considered that
Pass
you just
within
suck
before dark, or wait without until dawn?
and not in the fun vampire
I
kind
pray
of way?
for thy safe return.
One thing that's really cool is there is a fan project
These carts still
that's
hold
going
their
to be
ore.
total converted
The diggers have
Skyrim
fled this place in
into as
haste,
close
and
to
the fiends
a
have not
one-to-one
seen fit
recreation
to
of
continue
this
such
game
honest
and
labor.
updated with new stuff. Obviously, they can't use any of the Activision-owned stuff, but everything else, all the Paradox Interactive-owned things, the Vampire IP. All right, so now we're in the mines. Hopefully you can see it.
The odor of freshly mined earth is laden with the foul stench of death.
Yeah, Kristoff really likes to wax poetic in this game. Especially after he gets turned. Spoilers for how
What mystery lies moldering here? This
25
poor
years old?
soul died without a wound, save a bit of blood at the throat.
Ah! Schlachta! Kill it! Now, I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do the thing where... Because if you click down here, you can actually just advance and spend experience, where normally you would have to wait until you're out of a dungeon and at the Haven. I haven't decided whether or not I want to just limit myself to using Walk the Abyss scrolls, or just use it to save time. Just... Kill it! In the beginning, the combat is not going to be super interesting, and it never really, like, gets super exciting, but once you start unlocking more disciplines, like, you get access to basically every discipline in Vampire the Masquerade as Kristoff, and even as the other characters. As your characters gain more experience and complete different quests, quote unquote. It's just the main storyline. There are no side quests in this game. At least none that I'm aware of.
Wild dogs? Nay, rats!
You do get access to every discipline, or at least all of the ones that are used by the No, actually, all of them except Vicissitude. You do not get access to Vicissitude, unfortunately. Unless there's a book that I Why am I going this way? I want to explore. There's stuff over here. Definitely want to go and get as you want to be able to get as much gold as you can. Picking up bags of picking up pouches and diamonds and stuff. So it's always Ow. Because there are items that you can get as early as the Dark Ages, where this is the Dark Ages time frame, where you can cut down on the cost that disciplines have. So very useful. Called the Discipline Ring, Discipline Amulet, and Discipline Bracelet, if I recall correctly. And they are quite useful. I always make sure to get them. I always make sure to get them when I play this game. I don't know if it's obvious, but I am not playing from the group playing this game alone. I've beaten it twice before. This is the first time I'm playing it with the Age of Redemption. Supposedly there's some extra stuff here. Rats getting one shot is wonderful. Yeah, the one thing that I wish they would have given you while you were human as Kristoff is access to true faith. And, you know, I could be wrong. Maybe you can get true faith stuff as Kristoff as a human at this point, but I tend not to spend the experience on it because you lose it once you become a kid. 50/20/99, 40/20/99. That's what we call a straight upgrade, my friends. Luckily, there are some like extra nickel frames that can go down, but this game is fairly limited, which I appreciate. And like, it does look like you're just watching all that happen, but you do have to like click on the enemies to get Kristoff to attack. If you click the middle mouse wheel, he does a stronger attack, which I never do because it's slow. I can show it off next time I fight something. I have the health regen, so it's not like I'm gonna waste anything by getting hit once or twice. Let's say I have all this here. Yeah, so you have the regular attack. Okay.
I reclaim this treasure from the clutches of evil and reconsecrate it to a godly purpose.
Okay, Schlachta will be easier to show. Yeah, so you've got regular attacks, and then you've got heavy attacks. Deal more damage, but are slow. Let's put this new shit. There we go. That's why it was kind of a waste to get the shit, to get the bucket, but that's useful later. What's this? Torch? Don't need a torch. Get all this stuff. And like, this will all be vendor fodder basically when I become a kindred, because these are human only. Came from there, so I should go here, I think. Definitely want to be a horror game. Caw. Another silver ring. I'm very pretty now. Oh, hello. Tell this is the start of an RPG because I'm killing rats. At least there's some variety with the Schlachta. Not a lot, which is unfortunate. This way. I don't know how much that you can see. Kill him. And the way to get through is this one here. Now we actually have to wait for the water to like drain away. So here and pick some stuff up. Don't need rags. Yeah, see? Draining water. And then you get a little path. Oh yeah, now we find the big one. Now, if you know anything about Vampire the Masquerade, which I assume if you're watching this, you probably know, very obvious what clan controls this silver mine right now. Only one clan makes ghouls that look like this. But we'll leave it a surprise for those who don't. Money, money, money. There is actually a first-person mode. Neat. Funny enough, the first-person mode button is right next to the turn camera button. You can't fight in first person. That would have been weird. Don't need or want a hand axe. This is just stuff for loot. Okay. Going back down. Go this way. Oh yes. Nearing the end. You know you're near the end when you see this thing. Okay, this is the big boss. And yeah, this is more proof of what clan is here. Added clothing, don't need that. Well, if that doesn't look like a boss room, I don't know what does.
Blasphemy! Let the builders of this mockery of a holy cathedral show their wicked faces. Out, blaspheming wretch! Taste the steel of righteousness!
I am Alzra, the Unliving, and I bid thee welcome to my domain. Although I have found thee an inhospitable and ungrateful beast.
God strike thee down, she-devil! Accursed creature! Earth has no room for such as thee!
Verily, all the earth is all dominion. With every passing day our numbers swell. We shatter all defenses and corrupt all holy places. To it shall rule all Prague, and everyone, mortal and canine alike, will tremble at our coming.
Hellspawn, the purity of the holy places protects them from thy evil.
Purity can be sullied, and holiness can be defiled. The Methuselah of Visceral shall awaken soon. He shall defile all that is pure, and leave corruption his wake. In defilement lies his strength. Purity is sweet meat to him, as thy rich blood is sweet wine to me.
Die, thou damned beast. God hath spat thee out of heaven in ancient times, and now I scourge thee from the earth. Die, and burn far from the sight of God.
Well, that was a whole thing. Summon guys. Rude. Alright, one good thing that the updated versions of this game did is it gave you a combat pause. Which lets me do stuff like this. Get fucked. Yeah, it lets me strategize. And that's one thing you want to do is oh, I sent Ozra into a frenzy. That's one thing. When you're hit with something, you can't. There we go. She's dead.
I offer thee no last rites. The sweet redemption of our Lord is forbidden to the likes of thee. Thou hast no home now but the eternal torments of hell.
Goddamn, Kristoff, you're so extra. Yeah, so now we're at the level up. Like I said, you can level up Faith. I choose not to, because Kristoff is going to be a kindred soon. So what I do want to do is level up Dexterity to 40, Strength 40, and Manipulation as high as I can go. Because these two basically govern your... this is the chance to critically hit with melee weapon, which does a shitload of damage, and this strength you'll hit more often. So it's hurt more with criticals and hit more often with strength. And then manipulation, if you can bump that up to 90, you could actually just do a money glitch. You sell things for higher than you buy them for. It's pretty great. Let's go get all this gold.
An amulet of St. Jude. 'Tis an omen. If I redeem so holy a relic from this ungodly tomb, surely this saint shall grant me his favor.
There you go. St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes. And luckily, that takes us all the way up to the beginning of the silver mines. So we don't have to go through that entire goddamn place. Later on, it won't do that, which is unfortunate, but usually by then you have at least 2 or 3 dots in celerity. Yeah, see, gives you just enough time to do the mission, and then it disappears.
Who comes there? Ah, the Crusader ends his day in retreat. Back for another rest in the nunnery?
All of Prague may rest. I have claimed the head of the Demon Queen.
Praise be to Kristoff, champion of Prague.
I love how quickly their tunes change. Going to go and sell the extra armor and stuff. Oh my god, I have so many healing salves. God damn.
The bells of Prague do ring out your victory, Christoph. The whole city prizes your handiwork.
And I prize thine.
Yay. Sell this stuff. Yeah, I can't sell those here.
You have my hand on it.
Keep
Tis a
them
deal.
for now. Yeah, you do get some extra dialogues though if you go back to the different shopkeeps. There's only ever 2 shopkeeps in each city. There's the weapons and armor shop and then the magic quote-unquote shop. Notice how it says respawn in like however many seconds. Yeah, there's no way to actually turn off respawning with the mod for some reason, so I just have it set to 9999999.
Welcome, and sing your praises for the slaying of Azra the Unliving.
Without thy lore, I could not have slain her, so I thank thee for thy wise counsel. But Azra said many things that did shake my soul. I would have benefit of thy lore.
Ask thy questions.
Know thou of the Zemitzi?
Of the 13 great vampire clans,
this is going to be a lore
the
dump.
fiends of Clan Zemitzi be the most vicious. They come from the dark Carpathian mountains, where ancient evil slumbers. They seek to rule mortals as cattle, and abduct us from the streets at night. They cruelly craft the flesh to fashion monsters, which they call Schlachta. To extend their rule into daylight, they do corrupt mortals with wealth and power and their own demonic blood. When the mortal servants do drink the blood of their masters, they become ghouls that live forever, so long as they drink each day their daily blood. In the oldest ghoul lineages, like the royal Premisil family, children are born as revenants, mortals born with vampiric blood coursing in their veins.
Know thou of the Methuselah of Viscerad?
Methuselahs are among the most ancient and powerful of all vampires. Alas, I know nothing of the Methuselah of Viscerad, save that Viscerad Castle is the foul heart of the evil Zemitzi vampire clan. But don't you be going there, young one. Even an army of thy sword brethren could not dislodge such evil.
What means she by Cainite?
So every mother's child knows of vampires. Very few know they are descended from Cain and raised by the first woman created by God.
Do not blaspheme so about Adam and Eve.
Ha! Not Adam and Eve. Adam and Lilith. Lilith was Adam's first wife, and a spirited woman was she. Now, Adam wanted Lilith to serve under him, and Lilith spurned such bumpkin courtship, leaving him for the company of angels and devils. So, God did fashion Eve, who was meek and mild, but their children were far from gentle. When Cain slew his brother Abel, God cursed Cain, saying that the food that grew of the earth would no longer sustain him. Only blood, like the blood he spilled from Abe, would slake his thirst. Lilith found the outcast Cain and taught him to harness the powers of heaven and hell. God made Cain the first vampire and Cain made all the rest by preying on the descendants of Seth, Adam's third son. And so, all vampires are called Cainites, but only by those who know more than the church tells.
I cannot pay heed to such strange notions.
You will heed me, if you would hurt them.
Damn.
What lore hast thou of these demons?
The vampires do prey on mortals, but they do save their real hatred for other vampires. The 13 great vampire clans are forever at war. Clan against clan, elder against childer, in a fearsome jihad. They do shake the world to its foundations with their hate, and twist up the destiny of mortals into their dark tapestry.
Yeah, big ol' lore dump from you, Norna.
I thank thee.
Don't need anything from her right now. But yeah, I think it's about a good time to cut this off. I will save here, and next time I play, I'll record some more.